So for the weekend, the kids that have been irresponsible, please listen. Um, I hope that you have turned in because I'm gonna lock all these assignments already. On Monday, on Tuesday, I'm sending a note home to your parents to know that we already started the second 6 weeks. We're already gonna go to the third week, and you're already missing stuff. So I'm locking them. So you have this weekend to do anything that you owe me. I already opened all the assignments for the ones that were failing. If I saw that you were failing, I opened it for you, for you can go this weekend and do it. This is the project that you should already turn in. There's a video of what I expected you to do. So you still haven't done this, but you have this weekend. Monday is the last day that I'll accept this project. Okay? In case you're wondering, like, how should it look? It should look like this young lady, nicely colored. Most importantly, you should have work showing me how you got the color. Look at this. This is perfect. 140.25. That's what you colored yellow, and she even created a percent because I told you to do it that way. 615.4, 40%. This is beautiful work. It should look like this young lady. Okay? And then the coloring is also really nice. Okay? Very good for Amy. So this is probably going to be an easy 100 for her. So where do I find that? It's this one here. Okay? Now, if you don't have the copy anymore, at least do the work. Like, at least go and change all those fractions to decimals and percents. And then later on, you'll color it. The key is here. The next one. The next one you should have done already. It's in your notes journal. I'm going to collect the notes journal on Monday. So the sub on Monday will give you your test, but I'm going to have you stand up. There's going to be like some black containers in the back, in the side, and you're going to put your journal in there. Okay? So that when I come from my meeting, I'm going to start grading this one. This one is this guy. It should be in your notes journal. I'll show you here in the camera in case you're like wondering, like, no, yo no sé qué está hablando. This is from the first 6 weeks. First 6 weeks. The par triangle for 6 weeks, absolute value for 6 weeks. Par triangle for 6 weeks. First 6 weeks had a bottom out. And now we're going to the next one in a minute, okay? Which is where you should have that one. I don't have it on this one, but let me show you on another one because I don't do it on all journals, obviously. This is from period one, but you should have this. You should have this. Mira. Este es. The one I just showed you in the Google Classroom, it's this guy. You all have it? Right? Yeah. Okay. That one was due since long time ago, September 24th. There's a video in case you're like, I don't know what to do. You're supposed to do questions 1 through 6 from the journal. But we had done together already several. Okay. We had already filled up all this. We filled up the number line with a GL. We talk about making it money decimal. I did 2 questions. You're supposed to have done 2 at home. Then I did 1 ordering, and you're supposed to have done the last ordering at home. If you haven't done that, that is from page 5 from your journal. I'm going to collect the journal on Monday, so make sure you have it ready. Okay? Any questions with that? Today we're going to get notes on fractions, but I'm going to have you copy so we can kind of talk about it.
I wasn't able to do my homework.
Don't worry about it.
My mom was getting sick.
Yes. Don't worry. Yes. Yesterday's homework was supposed to be 7 and 8, but because I did a bad job telling you, I am just going to grade on. Let me continue with this. This one needs to be submitted on the teacher made by the weekend. If you haven't done it, I don't know who's done it or not, but by the weekend, that's it. It's your last chance to submit. Okay? That's the ordering ration numbers, the number line. I would go home and study this video because on Monday's test, it will be about questions like this. This test is due already today. I already opened it for everybody. You need to submit today the test for the ones that failed. And there'll be a video now because today I'm closing this assignment, but there'll be a video so you can go home and what? and study for Monday's test. Monday's test will have questions about ordering from these two, from the spider. Monday's test will have all these questions about ordering, and it'll have multiplying and dividing fractions. Okay? If I don't complete the test on Monday, I will take it for homework. Do you understand? So I would go home and I would open this guy, make sure I submit it, but I will watch the video to kind of refresh my memory of what I'm gonna get on Monday as a test. I would open this guy and see how I did and watch the video that now there's gonna be a video I'm gonna make for you because now I'm closing that test for questions. I would open the spider and this has to be submitted completely already. The spider was this one. And again, there's a video on the spider too. Like some of you have everything done, so you don't have to worry. But this is the spider, bien fácil. You'll have questions like this. This was the easiest one of all the assignments so far, I think. Okay? But if you forgot, like I said, all the assignments now are now open for the kids that are failing these or that never did it. And to this weekend is your last chance. This one is not for the weekend. I need it Friday today. I'm going to lock it already. Okay? You had the whole week to work on this. 4 questions. And finally, the pumpkin. That one, do not submit it. You're gonna click finish later. I'm gonna go in there and grade only questions 1 through 6. I'm just gonna go in there and grade questions 1 through 6. You'll see little X's or check marks on questions 1 through 6. Okay? You were supposed to do yesterday questions 7 and 8, but because I did a horrible job telling you that you're supposed to do that, I am not going to even look at it. Yes, sir.
Also, when you said that there was gonna be the video, when I got home.
Yeah, I didn't put a video for 7 and 8. That's why I'm not counting it. Okay? I'm a fair guy. Even though I don't have to be making videos, just so you know. I do it just because to give you an extra resource. So what's due by Monday? The house, the notes, the ordering rational numbers. Test is due today, not by Monday, but I can go in there and study it for the weekend because I'm gonna get questions on Monday's test of all this stuff. The spider needs to be submitted already, and the pumpkin is due today too. It's not for the weekend because it's the 4 questions that you owe me. Everything has a video except the test. But guess what the test will have? You'll have a video by tomorrow, Saturday. Okay? So you can review this because your test on Monday will have questions like this. Your test on Monday will have questions like that. Okay? But I'll have negatives also involved, just so you know. Any questions? Okay, now I'm going to give you notes because your test will also have questions like this, multiplying fractions and dividing fractions. So I'm going to give you right now notes. That's why I'm recording this. So on your notes journal, go to page after the one about ordering. So go to page, yes, page, this is page 5. This one is page 5 that you should complete too. Turn the page, this is page 5, and we're going to start, leave this guy empty. We're going to start here, page 6. Okay? Again, let me show you where page 5 is. This one was page 5. That was the last thing that we pasted in the journal. We folded it. Okay? If you don't have this, it means you were probably absent, so you need to tell me, okay? So you need to skip a page. If you don't have this guy, skip a page because we need it there. All of you have it or no? Good. So after this one, turn, it should be empty. It should be empty. You don't have this. Right now you're gonna get this right now. because I'm gonna do it right now. 2, 3, 4, 5 is the one that I did not put for this class, so we're here. Ready? Hurry up, because you're gonna miss out. Page 6. We're going to get notes on multiplying and dividing rational numbers, which are your fractions, decimals. They're also your wholes and integers, but I'm focusing on fractions and decimals. Okay? I will focus on fractions first. When we're multiplying fractions, you have to have it in this form. Fraction times fraction. If you have fraction times fraction, it's ready. We can then go Superman across.
I found a name for it. Super Friends.
So listen, when I'm multiplying fractions, which is rational numbers, I better have it in fraction form. I better have a numerator, denominator, and then we can Superman across. Once you have an answer, you will check for two things. You will check if I can simplify or if I need to bottom out because it's improper, which is to divide. Once I have an answer, I have a choice to simplify or bottom out, or sometimes you have to do both, bottom out and simplify. And right now you're probably thinking, okay, I don't really get this, but right now that I give you an example, you're probably going to get it better. So here's an example so you can see what I'm talking about. If my question has, so put here example EX1, circle it, because it's example 1. If my question has this fraction, 2/3 times 1/2, my first job is to check, is 2/3 ready? Yes or no? Is 2/3 ready? Yes, look, numerator, denominator, keys ready. Is 1/2 ready? Yes. Numerator, yes, it's ready. Because it's ready, I can go ahead and start Superman across, Superman across. What's 2 times 1?
2.
2. What's 3 times 2?
6.
6. This is my answer right now, 2, 6. But now I'm going to go and check if I can simplify or if I need to bottom out. What do you think we should do? Simplify or bottom out? Simplify. You know why? Because it's proper. We bottom out if the answer is improper. This is proper. So I'm going to simplify. Divided by what? 2, 2. This part here is called simplifying. Making less pieces. Not making a lesser fraction. It's still going to be equal to this fraction, but it's less pieces. 2 divided by 2,
1.
1. 6 divided by 2,
3.
3. Now it's already simplified. That would be the final answer.
1/3.
1/3. Now, if my answer is in decimal form, my choices, then I do bottom out, right? So I can find out the decimal. But who remembers what the third is worth in decimals? Very good. It's a 33s, 0.33. So if I need to do that, I can bottom out and get that. But you don't need to do it. If they want it in fraction, that's the answer. They want it in decimal, we bottom out, or we remember that the thirds is the 33 sets repeaters. Don't forget the repeating bar. Questions with that one? So this one was pretty easy because it was already ready. Let's go to another one. Okay, another one that's ready. 4/5. This is example 2. Example 2. Is 4/5 ready? Yes. Fraction. Numerator, denominator. Yep, it's ready. Is 8/2 ready? Yes or no? Why not? But does he have a numerator? Does he have a numerator? Does he have a denominator? It's ready. I'm glad that people think it's not ready because they're thinking it's improper. But it's supposed to have fraction form. If I change it to mixed number, it's not going to be ready. So this is ready. Who cares if it's improper? It has to be fraction, 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 fraction. If it's proper and improper, I don't care. Yeah, as long as it's fraction, fraction, it's ready. So is it ready? Yes. So let's Superman across. What's 8 times 4? 32. What's 5 times 2? 10. The answer right now is 32/10. Now, when we have an improper answer, we're going to bottom out. Okay? 32 divided by 10. Put your decimal. Put your decimal. I also want you to go over here and do the same thing again. Leave a little bit of space. 32 divided by 10. Put your decimal. Put your decimal. Right now you'll see why I want you to do this, okay? Because today I'm going to teach you that when you have an improper fraction, you have two choices that you can do. You can change them as a decimal or change them as a mixed number like elementary. Both choices are correct. How am I going to decide which one to use? It depends on what the star wants or what my question wants, what the choices say. So let me start with this one. We're going to start with the one that we're used to. Are we used to mixed number or decimals? What are we used to? Decimals. So here we go. 3, is that enough? 32, is that enough?
Yes.
Times what?
3.
3. We have 20. We have 2, right? Since we're going to decimals, what do? We drop a what?
0.
0. Times what?
2.
2. So the answer right now is 3 point what? 2 or 3 point what? 20. Because I like money. Questions with that? But here's the problem. Sometimes your choices will not be in decimal. They'll be in mixed number. So what would I do now if that happens? So I'm going to show you what you can do with this guy. You did this in elementary, okay? Questions with the decimal one? Oh, I forgot to finish it. 10 times 2 was 20, and then 0. Okay? Now, if those choices are not there, maybe they have a mixed number. And right now I'm going to show you an example from yesterday's homework, the pumpkin, that what I'm talking about. So now let me do this guy. 3, is that enough? 32, is that enough? Times what? Times what? 3, and that's what? 30. Don't drop a 0 because we're not doing decimal in this one. Don't drop a 0. So here's what we have. 3 wholes, because here's a decimal, right? So this is 3 wholes and remainder what? 2. In elementary, they told you, I hope, that this is 3 wholes and the remainder 2 goes on top. You remember that from elementary? 3 wholes, 2 pieces were left over, that goes on top. Who was always on the bottom? Look at it. Who was always on the bottom? You see that outside? He was always the bottom. So guess who stays on the bottom? 10. 3 wholes and 2 tenths. However, let's check if we can simplify. Can we simplify 2 tenths? Yes, divided by 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. But before I put the 1, don't forget about who? The 3 wholes. So let's put the 3 wholes. Now we can simplify. 2 divided by 2, 1. 10 divided by 2, 5. That is the answer. This could be an answer too, by the way, because that was the first answer. 3 wholes and 2 tenths, but this is simplified. 3 wholes and 1/5. So when we have an improper fraction as an answer, I have two choices. I can bottom out and keep it as decimal, or bottom out and keep it as mixed number and then simplify. What are you going to do? If you're in the test, which one would you choose? The decimal? Okay. Let me tell you how you can decide that. We can bubble this part already because I'm done with that. When they're ready, tayo empate. They're ready. We're done with that. Now I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. Okay? With your homework from yesterday. Or the day, the pumpkin basically. I'm gonna show you off the board to make a point. Okay? Para que sepan de qué está hablando este señor. De que decimal or mixed number, that's my choice. I'll tell you what I mean right now. I'm changing the answers on purpose, okay? You don't have to copy this, just listen. Okay. So let's pretend we have a question like this. We have, what is the value of the expression 5/8 times 30? Choice A says 18 and 3/5. Choice B is 18 and 1/3. Choice C is 18 and 3/4. And choice D is 12. Let me attack it. What's the strategy? We better have fraction with what? Fraction, right? Is the first one ready?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna copy it. Thank you for being ready, 5/8. Is the second one ready?
No.
No, I need to make them into a fraction. How do you make whole numbers into a fraction? You put a 1 in the denominator. Now are both of them ready?
Yes.
Now we can Superman across. That'll be 150. Superman across, and that will be what? 8. That is improper, so we're going to what? Bottom out. At this moment, now I have to decide, am I going to go with decimal or am I going to go with mixed number? At this moment, I have to decide, should I go with decimal or mixed number? Well, look at your choices. Are your choices decimals or mixed numbers? They're mixed numbers. Mixed numbers means that it has a whole in the fraction. So I should probably go mixed number. But really, you have a choice. It's still your choice. Let me go mixed number so you can see what I'm talking about. 1, is that enough? Is 15 enough?
Yes.
Times what?
1.
Good. That'll be a 7. Drop the 0. 70. Is 70 enough?
Yes.
Times what?
8.
8. Now at that moment right now, right there at that moment, if I'm going to go mixed number, I stop. How many holes do we have? How many holes do we have? 18. Mira, aquí está el decimal. The holes are always on the left side. That's why I put the decimal there. These are the what? Holes, the units. So how many holes? 18. Now put your fraction bar here because we're doing a mixed number. How many were left over? 6. Out of what? Who was always at the bottom? 8. Look, 8 was always at the bottom. Is my answer still there? No, because now I need to what? Simplify. Divided by what?
2.
2. 18 is, quickly put 18 because he's there already, holes. 6 divided by 2.
3.
8 divided by 2.
4.
Is the answer there now?
Yes.
That is one option. When I bottom out, I'm going to keep it as a mixed number like elementary. Here's option 2. I'm going to go with another color blue. I'm going to do it over here in this problem. Not with this problem. I'm going to do it over here in this problem. Same problem. I'm just going to do it over here. So this kid decides to do this. 150 divided by 8. He puts his decimal. The decimal is so important, guys. You know why? Because whatever's on the left, those are your units. Those are your wholes. Whatever's on the right, those are your parts of a whole. Those are your decimals. Look at this kid. What this kid does. 1, is that enough?
No.
15, is that enough?
Yes.
Times what?
1.
7, is that enough?
Yes.
Times what?
8.
Okay, now look. This kid is going to continue to the decimal world. So what should he do over here? Bring down a 0.
60.
60. 8 times what can be close to 60?
7.
7, good job. It just died. Okay, here we go. So you can see this. Okay, 8 times what can be close to 60? 7. That will be 50 what? 6. 60 minus 56 is 4. So what do I do again? Drop a 0. This is a guy that's going to decimal form. Okay? 8 times what can be 40? 5. 18.75. So his answer would be 18.75. Listen now. This kid now has to go and change these to what? Decimal. That's okay also. So the blue kid decided to stick to decimal. If you stick to decimal, now you have to go to the choices and change them to decimal. That's why I told you to learn these fractions fast so you can change it quickly. Like, who remembers what the fifths are? Counting by what the fifths? 20s. So how much money would this be? $18.60. Is that what we got in our answer? Out. Who remembers what the thirds are? 33. Repeater. Is that what we got in the answer? No. Who remembers what the fourths are? 25. So that's $18.75. Is that what we got in the answer?
Yes.
So you decide. When my choices have mixed numbers, I can do it black, like the black ink, and say, you know what, I'm gonna keep it as a mixed number. The wholes are the 18, the remainder is the part of a whole, and then simplify and find the answer. Or I can go with how I'm used to, because most of you are pretty getting stronger at this one, the blue, and say I'm gonna do it decimal, and then change all my choices to what? Decimal, and I'll find the answer. You will have to decide. You decide that. Okay? What I would do if I was you, I would look at the choices. And if the choices are easy to quickly do it mentally, because it's one of the ones that we know, I'll go with decimal. But if the choices have something like this, 18 and 16, 24th, no, but I'm not going to be bottom out that. I don't know that one. So I'll probably go with what? Mixed number. Okay? But I'm trying to tell you that if your answer is ever improper, which is this guy was improper, I know I need to bottom out, so I need to decide, am I going to bottom out and do a mixed number, or am I gonna bottom out and do a decimal? You decide that, whatever you feel more comfortable. If you do go with a route of decimal, you have to change all the choices to what also? Decimal. If you go with a route of mixed number, you have to remember to simplify. So both of them have an extra two steps sometimes. It's just up to you what you feel more comfortable. Any questions? You can go, Luis. So now you know why I made you do it both ways. Because you will decide, am I going to go the decimal way or am I going to go the mixed number way? Okay? Let's put these here. Let's put some notes here because some of you will forget. This one is the hose, and that's why this number would go like that. The remainder, this guy, he'll be the numerator, and the 10 will be the denominator. In case you want to know how did he come up with this? How did I come up with that? The wholes are the one on top next to the decimal on the left side. The remainder is your part of a whole. And the 10, he was always a denominator. So he still stays the denominator. And then we simplify. Questions with the first thing? Okay, here's more fractions. Sometimes you'll have this situation. Sometimes they won't be like nice to us and give us both of them being ready quickly. They'll give us something like this. Is this one ready? No. I will have to do what I call the Texas strategy that I'm going to teach you again here in case you forgot. That one is not ready. Is this guy ready? Yes, that's ready. Okay? Questions with that? This guy is not ready. I have to do Texas strategy. This guy is ready because he's already fraction. Let me show you now an example. This will be example 3. Let's pretend we have this one. 1 and 1/3 times 4/5. See, this is that one. It has a unit, it has a hose. He is not ready. How about the 4/5? Is he ready? Yes, he has a fraction. So we need to fix this guy. How am I going to fix him? Doing the Texas strategy. What is this? I will put T on top, which really means plus, X here, which means times. You did this in elementary also, going from mixed to improper. Who goes first, times or add? Times. 3 times 1, 3, plus 1, 4. Let me do it again for the ones that are not listening. 3, you can get this one, mijo. 3 times 1, 3 times 1, 3, plus 1, 4. Who was already on the bottom in this mixed number? He stays on the bottom. Now is he ready? Yes. Now are both ready? Yes. Now we can Superman across, Superman across. What's 4 times 4? 16. What's 3 times 5? 15. This is an improper answer, so now we're going to decide, am I going to do decimal or mix? We're doing both so you can see. I'm going to start with a mix. 16 divided by 15, bottom out. Always put your decimal though, so we can know where the whole is. Okay, 1, is that enough? 1 is enough for 15? No. 16, is that enough? Times what? 1. Now, we're not going to continue because this is going to be the mix. Who was the whole? 1, este de acá arriba. So pone 1. Who was the part? The remainder was the part. So ¿dónde va él? ¿Dónde? Numerator. Who's the denominator? 15. I cannot simplify this. I am done. Questions with that? You could do it this way. Some of you are going to choose, I'm going to go with the decimal way. So let's do it the decimal way. Put your decimal again, and we start again. 9 enough times 1 will be 15. But this time, instead of doing a mixed number, I'm going to add a what? 0. When you start adding zeros, you're going decimal way. Now is 10 enough? Put a 0, add a what? 0. Is 100 enough? Yes. So I go to the side, acá arribita, maybe 15 times. I'm going to guess 6. And yep, 6 is the one. It's pretty close. That's 90. So what do I put here on top? 6. And I got 10 again. So let me add a 0. And guess what's going to happen again? 6. So we already know it's going to be a what? Repeater. So the answer in decimal would be 1.066 repeater. One of those two will be in the choices, right? One of those two. In this case, which one probably would be the better one? The mixed number or the decimal? Probably the mixed number would have been the better one in this case. But I want to show you both ways so you know that, okay, if I don't know how to do the mixed number, pues dale como decimos. Add a 0 until you find it. Now, some of you do not know when something is already simplified. So let's go ahead and bubble here. And I'm going to give you little tricks. It's simplified. I call it it's simplified already. It's simplified already. When there's a 1 on the numerator, it's simplified already. When there's a 1 on the denominator, it's simplified already. When there's a 1 on the top or a 1 on the bottom, it's already what? Simplified. You cannot simplify more. When they're neighbors, in a number line, it's simplified already. Let me give you some examples of neighbors. 3/4. Aren't those neighbors? In a number line. 7/6. Are those neighbors? Yes. Give me another neighbor. 9/10. Very good. Another one? Huh? 4/5. Very good. 11/10. Hay un montón. If you ever see that the fraction that you got were neighbors, don't even try to simplify. It's already what? Ready. Now, if it's improper, you do have to bottom out though. I just know that. Now, if both of them are prime, it's already simplified too. So here's an example of two prime numbers, 3 and 5. Who can give me another example of two prime numbers? 2/3, very good. And those are prime, and they're also what? Neighbors. So this one has two reasons why it's already simplified. Give me another one. 7 what? 17 what? 17 what? 19. Good. Hay un montón también de prime, right? 13, 17. Okay? So what I'm trying to teach you here is this.
Please post your attendance. Thank you. Teachers, at this moment, please post your attendance.
Listen.
Thank you.
If the fraction answer Like this one, it was already what? Ready. There were neighbors. But why did I bottom up? Because it was improper. So you see, look what's on the top. What's on the top? What was on the top on this answer that we did? A 1. It's already simplified. You don't have to be, I have divided by k, divided by 2, 2, divided by 3, 3. You don't have to do that because it's already what? They're neighbors. I mean, there's a 1, I'm sorry, this one. There were neighbors here, that's why I already knew it's going to be simplified. If there's a 1 on the bottom or top, it's already simplified. If they're neighbors, it's already simplified. If they're both prime, it's already simplified. Why am I telling you this? One time I went to a school, I visited a school, and I saw a student. I felt so bad for this student because this student was trying to simplify this. Listen. So she was trying divided by 2, 2, y no salía nada. Divided by 3, 3, no salía nada. Divided by 4, 4. And when I was walking around, this student was frustrated. You could see que se estaba frustrando la niña. She se pegaba en la cabeza, like she would like, and she was about to cry. She tried 2, 2, divided by 2, 2, divided by 3, 3, divided by 4, 4, divided by 5, 5. She was already going to go to divided by 9, 9. Y no salía, y decía, así le pegaba el yes. So I went to her and said, Hijita, you're okay, Hijita? She goes, no, it's because I cannot find the 1. Okay? And I was really upset with that teacher that was teaching that class because I estaba ahí sentado tenía atrás en el test, en el teléfono, instead of walking around and helping the kids. So I said, Hijita, let me tell you a little trick. What did I just tell you right now? That if they're what? Neighbors, it's already what? Simplified. So she should not have been pobrecita y divided by 2 tratando. She should have just, it's ready. That's the answer. That's why I just told you that. Let's see if you got this. Are you going to simplify that?
No.
It's ready. Yeah. Do you need to simplify that?
No.
No, both of them are prime. It's ready. Do we need to simplify that? Probably. Look what I said, probably. Now, last year I had a kid told me, no, it's ready, sir. I said, what do you mean it's ready? There's a 1 on the bottom. That's not a 1 on the bottom, that's a 16, sir. Okay, there's a 1 on the bottom, that's a 16. But if you think that's a 1 on the bottom, bring me tomorrow $16 and I give you back your dollar. Sí, dice que es lo mismo. No. Is there a 1? No. Are they neighbors? No. Are both prime? No. You better simplify. Divided by, okay. 4, 4 would be a good one. 2, 2 would work too. Let me go with 2, 2, because most kids will probably go with 2, 2. What's 4 divided by 2? What's 16 divided by 2? Let me go through my tricks. Do you see a 1?
No.
Are they neighbors? Are both of them prime? No, there's only 1. 2 is a prime. That means you better check if you can simplify. Can we simplify again? Yes. Divided by 2, 2. That would be 1, what? 4. Let's go to the trick again. Do you see a 1? Done. That's how you know if it's already simplified. If there's a 1 on the top or bottom, it's simplified. If they're neighbors, it's simplified. If both of them are prime, it's simplified. One more. Is there a 1 on top? No. Please don't tell me that there's 1 there. That kid said, hey, Lobster, is that 1? That's 18. Are they neighbors? Are both of them prime? Start simplifying. Divided by 2, 2. I could have done 3, 3 also, by the way. 18 divided by 2 would be 9. 24 divided by 2 would be 12. Now let's go to the thinking again. Is there a 1?
No.
Are they neighbors? Are both prime? Start simplifying again. Divided by ¿qué hora? 3, 3. Here we go again. Is there a 1?
No.
Are they prime? Only 1, but not both. Are they neighbors? Start thinking we can simplify again. Divided by? No. 3. neighbors?
Yes.
Are they neighbors? Yes. Plus what else is happening there? There's a what also? A one. Both of them are not prime, by the way. One is not a prime number. Okay? You remember prime numbers from elementary?
Yes.
What is it? Prime number?
I don't know.
Ahí. Se fue para abajo de ahí.
Sí.
Okay. Ahorita la saco, está bien cochino ahí. Do you get it? Good. Now I didn't get to give you that. Well, I'm gonna try to give it to you quickly. I also have division notes in the back. Rapidito. I'm gonna just let you copy them quickly. Dividing fractions. And if you don't get to copy them, well, you're gonna go watch the video anyway. They work exactly like multiplying fractions after you use what? KCF. Do you know why they work like multiplying fractions? Because what does KCF does? It changes the division to what? What does that KCF do? It changes the division symbol to what? Multiplication. So the notes that I just went over, the multiplication notes, guess what? They work for division, but you first have to do KCF. So I give you an example here. When the first example, let me separate this so you'll know, because si se mira como si no. Este es example primero. This is first example. This is example 1. Este es example 1. This is example 2. The main thing about dividing fractions is that I'm going to use KCF when they're ready. If they're not ready, I cannot use KCF. So example 1, they were ready, so I quickly did KCF, so I kept it 1/4, changed to multiply, and then flip it, and I was quickly done. Example 2, both of them were not ready. I have to do Texas strategy, and then I was able to do KCF. Do you understand what I'm telling you or no? Dividing fractions, they work exactly like multiplying fractions after you use KCF. So you still have to have fraction. You still have to have fraction. Todavía tienes que tener fraction. Let me zoom in better. There we go. I'm sorry that I'm rushing you at the end, but my time just expired. Okay? But the good thing about dividing fractions is they're exactly like what? Like what we just went over. You're gonna Superman across still, but you first have to use what? KCF. Okay? Son igualitas. That 1/4 stayed 1/4. The division became multiplication. The 2/3 was flipped to 3/2, and then I Superman across, and I'm ready. Okay? Then the second example, the problem was that there were mixed numbers. We cannot have mixed numbers when we're dividing fractions either. We have to do Texas strategy. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, 5/3. And then 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, 9/4. And now that they're fraction, now we can do KCF. Don't be doing KCF until they're fraction. You see, I didn't put KCF over here, did I? I put KCF once I changed it to fraction by doing the Texas strategy. Now I did KCF and I went K means keep, there it is. C means change to multiply, there it is. And flip means to flip it, there it is. Then I do Superman. And look what I did here. Let me talk about this. Antes se vayan.
Why are you rushing? You want to resolve it?
Okay. Just in case but I'm glad that you're telling me. You see that 2020? Is there one on the top?
No.
Are they neighbors? Are both of them prime? No. So guess what? I tried to simplify it. And here's how you do it to try to simplify it. You try with 2. Can 2 give you both of them? Can 2 give you 20 and 27? No. Can 3 give you 20 and 27? It can only give you what 3? 9 times 3 is 27, but not the 20. Can 4 give you 20?
Yes.
But can 4 give you 27? No. Can 5 give you 20?
Yes.
But can it give you 27? No. Can 6 give you 20? No. Can 7 give you 20? No. Can 8 give you 20? No. Can 9 give you 20? No. Can 10 give you 20?
Yes.
Yes, but can it give you 27? No. Can 11 give you 20? Guess what? Once you get to 11, it's also already what? Simplified. I could not use my little tricks of the one, neighbors, and prime because no eran así. So when that happens, guys, listen. If I cannot use neighbors, primes, or one, I have to go down the list. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and ask myself, can 2 give me 20? Can 2 give me 27? Can 3 give me 20? If you get up to 11 and nobody has been giving you those two numbers, it's also already what? Simplified. So I did put the divide there because I was trying to simplify. I went down the list 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Y siempre era no, 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 no. Once you get to 11, box it, you're done. That's already simplified. Questions? Did you understand what I meant in example 2? I cannot Superman across, I cannot use KCF until I change it to fraction, fraction. Then we can do KCF. Division really becomes the notes of multiplication. Division really becomes this. Because once you do keep, change, and flip, it's going to become a what? A multiplication problem. But I still have to have fraction, fraction. Mira, it's division right now, right? But once I do K, keep, change, multiply, flip, now it's back to the way from the first page notes that I gave you. But this guy messed up. Look, this guy is a mixed number. I have to first fix it. Bring the division down. Don't be doing KCF yet. Bring that one fixed. Now we can do KCF and we go keep, change, flip, and then we do it like we always do it. Do you understand? On Monday, you'll have in a test on ordering the numbers. That means change them to money, money table, or that. And I'm going to throw maybe one of the multiplying, probably two of the multiplying, two of the division of fractions. On Monday, you have a test ordering numbers, money table. So I would study this that I just went over during the weekend. That I'm going to stop the video right now. And I would study this guy. This guy, I would study him. And I would study him, the pumpkin, and the test. There'll be a video on the test right now. When you leave, I'm going to make a video on the test. So study the spider, the pumpkin, and the test, and then this new video that I'm going to post right now when I'm done with you. I'm going to post it. Not as today's homework. I'm going to say today's homework will be to study if you want. You don't want to study? Don't study. Problem. Okay? But on Monday, you're going to have a test about the pumpkin, the spider, the clock, and whatever I just went over these fractions, multiplying fractions, divine fractions. Okay? Any questions? Okay? Good. I will not put multiplying decimals or dividing decimals. I'm putting multiplying fractions, dividing fractions in the Monday's test. I will not be here. Okay? So if you're not finished with the test, it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 questions. 8-question test. I think you're able to finish it, but some of you might not finish it, so you go home. It will be done on a loose leaf paper, the test. Okay, so I will tell myself to give you loose leaf papers. You'll have a copy of the test. I will not have you do it on the computer. You'll have a copy of the test, so like that, if you don't finish, you can go home. So but it will be a test that will have, again, multiplying fractions, dividing fractions, ordering the numbers, which is the pumpkin, the spider, the clock, and of course these notes that I just went over. Okay? Questions? You could use the notes. Like you can go and use these notes, especially multiplying facts, dividing fractions. I will let you use those notes. You will not be allowed to use the videos. So if I was you, I would go watch the videos during the weekend of the pumpkin, the spider, the clock, and this video that I'm making right now at this time with you. Now, the test does not have a video right now because I'm waiting for everybody that owes me that test to submit today. Because I'm gonna lock it at 3 o'clock, guys.